Gordy, what are some common mistakes that are just simple, not so much the content of the screenplay, but things that people should be aware of when submitting that they maybe mess up?
Don't submit until you're ready. You know, it's like, don't submit if you're not ready. And a lot of people want to be ready. Like we've talked about being impatient, wanting the fight to end, the fight for a great movie to end, and they're like, oh, I'm going to just submit it. And then they're bummed out that the feedback comes back and they're like, oh, they didn't respond. And it's like, work hard on your script. If you're not ready to submit to Bluecat, if you don't think it's your best work, don't submit it. Don't submit it. Just wait 3 months and submit to Nichols. Submit to Austin, submit to Sundance, submit to something else, submit to the local, state, regional contest that's 6 months from now when your script is really good and you're ready to do it and it's like beautiful and you're really excited about it. But if you're not ready, don't submit. That's the thing is that people send in stuff where they're not intimate with their material. They don't know, they don't even know. You can tell that they haven't gone back through it, that they haven't reread it, that it's overwritten, it's too long. And they're sort of like, well, I'm done, you look at it. And it's like, and then they get, then they have a response when we're like, yeah, we're not connecting to it because it's confusing or it's not clear or whatever. And that's the thing that I think most people, again, you're in a rush to finish, and so you want the adrenaline of I've just entered a competition, I'm making progress. It's sort of like, and it's better to just stay with the script and be patient and make sure that you know your script, be intimate with your script. I mean, the scripts that always come out on top with Bluecat now, after all these years, we get a lot more submissions. There are always scripts that are really tight as a drum. I mean, there are people that clearly they have worked really hard. Sometimes people write a draft and they proofread it and they send it in and it's like, and it does really well. And they're like, that was my second draft or whatever. But generally you can tell people have like worked really hard and they know everything in their script like the back of their hand. And I think that's the biggest thing that I would encourage people to make sure that you should know your script really well. And if you know your script very well, then you know it either has problems or it doesn't. And if you know it really well, then you know if it does have problems, then you shouldn't be submitting it to a competition. Unless you're just like, oh, I just want Bluecat's feedback or whatever. And a lot of people just do that. And they're like, I just want to get some notes now,
Would you say when you were writing Love Liza, were you obsessed with it? In that you were so in that world and you saw the one woman at it meant a lot to you, maybe because you weren't working or whatever, and so you just focused everything. Do you want that from that same obsession and sort of like, this is everything right here on this piece of paper?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that I think most people that have written something special that does really well, they love it. The thing about screenwriting, and going back to like just my mission with Bluecat and the place in Bluecat in my life and the meaning is that people, everybody we deal with is doing what they want to do. Like, it's their dream. It's their passion. It's really important to them. So I don't think people are like, well, I'm doing this screenwriting thing, but I really, really like being the stockbroker. That's what I really like doing, but I'm just working on screenplays because I don't know. Like I'm just doing it because I gotta do it. My mom wanted me to do it, but I really want to sell real estate. It's like, it's not like that. So everybody we deal with is like, it's important to them. So everybody that I talk to, everybody's like invested. So there's not really an issue of like obsession, investment, priority with anybody who's entering Bluecat. Everybody's entering Bluecat is thrilled and excited. They're not like, oh, I won, but I really, really wanted to open that paint store and that didn't come through, and that's what I really wanted, and I won the screenwriting award instead, so. Yeah.
But that being said, you say people rush to get their screenplay, and you can just tell that they haven't invested enough. So then what is that disconnect there? You can tell that this is what they want to be doing, but then they submit something sometimes, not everybody, of course.
Well, it's because, because we have to learn that, when you're a developing writer, and you ignore the feedback that you're trying to give yourself, but you're like, no, but I want it to be done, and it's done. Let's go shoot it. It's like then you don't get the response. You go, oh, I should have kept rewriting. I knew it wasn't good. I knew I had problems with it, but I submitted it to Bluecat anyways. And then I got feedback, and clearly it's not ready yet. And then the seasoned writer, the more developer, the one is more mature, is like, I'm not going to submit that because that's not ready. I need to make it ready. Then I put my best foot forward.
How do you monitor yourself in terms of wanting to put something out there and knowing, okay, you know what, I know myself, this isn't ready yet?
Yeah, I mean, I know myself, I know that it's not good enough, and then it's, or I want, sometimes I'm like, I want to get feedback, so I'll have a table reading or I'll have somebody read it. I'll be like, what do you think? You want some feedback, but you're definitely not going to send it off to the producer or the actress that's attached to your project or whatever until you've done a lot more, and so there's certain stages where I'm like, it's like, you already know that this is broken. You don't need to send this out again, or you already have given yourself notes. So we give ourselves notes, then we get notes from other people, then we can move it down up the food chain. But generally we have to, it's all about being honest and transparent with ourselves and having, and knowing that. But you do learn that by sort of the early days when you're like, well, I want somebody to read this, and then you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna wait next time before somebody reads it because that wasn't too pleasant. They didn't really respond. And by the way, P.S., I knew it wasn't ready, but I sent it to them anyways because I just wanted somebody to read it. You just want to it makes it real when somebody else reads it. I wrote a screenplay, but after you sort of get over the novelty of that, then you start to wanting to write better work.